Hello. So I'm staying at this little Airbnb for a couple of nights before I go on a journey down to Alice Springs and then to Uluru by bus. I'm being sponsored by Greyhound Australia. They have given me a 90-day travel pass to travel on their buses, which is amazing and exciting to help me get started on my sort of vlogging and blogging career. And I would love it if you would support me in this journey, because one of the reasons I'm doing it is to create an income for my retirement, 6 years till I reach UK retirement age. And I don't have many savings or a lot of money put by. So by monetizing my YouTube channel, it will provide me with another stream of income. But that's not the only reason I'm doing it. I'm not just doing it for the money, but the reality is that we need money to live. But I want to inspire other women. Just go for it, do it. And it's fine traveling on your own if that's your thing. It is certainly mine. It gives you that freedom, that choice of what you want to do. And I've arrived here. All I've got is I've got 3 nights booked here in Darwin. Then I booked my bus down to Alice Springs, and then it's open from there on. I've got sort of a rough idea of what I'm doing, but I'm just going to let it unfold. And obviously then I've got my flight booked home, but that's simply because I'm constricted by the limitations of the visa and my travel insurance, which is limited to 90 days on one trip to Australia. I could leave and come back because my visa's for a year, but for any one stay, the maximum I can stay is 90 days. And also my travel insurance, I've got a year's multi-trip, but one trip, the maximum I can stay is 90 days. So there's a little tip for me there, because when I was searching for travel insurance, because if you're going to travel more than once, it's worth buying the annual insurance, because it doesn't work out much more expensive. But you do need to check the maximum trip allowed, because when I was looking, there weren't that many that offered one for a maximum of 90 days. So a lot of them were just two or 3 weeks or something. So I got mine with Saga. You do need to be over 50, but I'm guessing because I am over 50 myself, I will be appealing to that demographic. But I'm sure if you're younger, there are other options too. And that depends obviously what country you're in. So Saga, I'm going to take my glasses off because, yeah. And so Saga is, it's a travel company actually. They organise holidays for the over 50s and things. So they also offer insurance. And I've used them before, and I think they did come out the best value. And the fact that you could have one trip of up to a maximum of 90 days. You have to select that option. It's not the default. So yeah, just check those things when you're doing that. And the other thing about this trip is I'm doing it. I want to show people that you don't need a lot of money to do this as well. The most expensive thing, obviously, is the flights. I booked my Airbnb for here for 3 nights, but then I'm going to do a sort of a tour, probably a prepaid tour to Ayers Rock, and then my intention is I'm visiting some friends, I'm visiting my son, but I'm also going to be doing things like work away, where you stay with people in return for doing some work for them. That might be some gardening, housework, babysitting, admin tasks, or if you've got other skills. I see there's sometimes people are asking for building skills and carpentry skills, so in return for doing a few hours work, you get your board and lodging, and that appeals to me as well, because you actually get to meet the locals, which you don't when you're staying in the hotel. And I was just been staying with a friend for a couple of nights in Singapore. She's an old school friend, and we were talking about another friend who we were at school, and she she went to visit her as well, but she didn't want to stay with her. She wanted to stay in a hotel. So everybody's different, but it's my personal choice. I like to get involved in the local life. And of course, Australia is fine because they speak English here, well, sort. And yeah, so it means you see parts of the country and things that perhaps you might not see if you were a tourist, because you get that locals perspective on things. So that's and also house sitting, that's another thing as well, you know, in return for looking after pets and stuff like that. So there's lots of options for traveling on a budget. It doesn't have to cost you a lot of money. And of course, as I said before, this is the start of my digital nomad career, because I'm going to be working while I'm traveling as well. I used to be a teacher and I still mark exams, so I'm doing that because it's great, because it's all online. And also, yeah, eventually hope to monetize my YouTube channel, and I earn money from Insight Timer, you know, having these income streams where I create the content once and then it continues to pay me. So yes, so this is day one of my 3-month trip around Australia, and there will be more to come as I continue on my journey. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.